Hi, Tracy.
How are you? I'm here.
Yay. All right, everybody. So we will commence. Hi, everyone. I'm Miss Shelley Anderson. I'm the president of Brooklyn College, and I am so happy to be here today with Tracy Newton, the executive director of what we call CAS, the Center for Academic Advisement and Student Success. She is a superstar on our campus in terms of enhancing student success and students' ability to maintain their academic momentum and get through Brooklyn College. I really want to welcome everyone. I was saying before you joined us, Tracy, that the only thing I wish is that we were in person, right?
I know.
We could shake hands. So everybody, I'm shaking your hand.
Yes.
We could hug the people we actually know and love.
Yes.
But we cannot do that. Anyway, it's all good. We will, here we are in our quarantined universe.
Yeah.
And so happy to talk to you, Tracy. So here's how we're going to do this bit of time. I'll ask Tracy a couple of questions, and then we will try to answer your questions. Really glad to have everyone join us here today. Tracy, you're the head of the Center for Academic Advisement and Student Success at Brooklyn College.
Yes.
Tell me, is CAS doing remote work? How's that going?
We are here. We are open. We are fully operational on a remote basis. Even our central line is being answered, so students can call 718-951-5471. They can email us.
Say that number again.
Sure.
Say that number again.
It's 718
Yep.
951 5471.
Great.
So we have our amazing staff that are used to greeting students in our office with warm welcomes and hellos. Especially, I know a lot of students have written to me that they miss their Lucille in our front desk. She's answering the phone. We have a lot of other staff. So 9 to 5, students can call anytime and we can set them up with an appointment. So for the advisement sessions, we are fully operational. So students can make appointments to see an advisor. They can do so one of 3 ways. But the easiest way to do that, and what I want to get across to students, is that they can just email us at CASS, C-A-S-S, at
2 A's, 2 S's, C-A-A-S-S.
Yes, as we love our Brooklyn College acronyms, C-A-A-S-S, and they can just email and tell us a time that would work for you, and we will get right back to you. Most times we're able to respond to students in the same day.
Same day response.
Yes.
Right on.
Yeah.
That's the kind of efficiency I like at Brooklyn College.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. Yeah.
So people are calling in, they're setting up academic advisement sessions. What do you do in an academic advisement session for those on the phone who've never had one?
Sure. So what we're doing is really the first thing that we're doing is that students are so excited to talk to someone, right? Yeah. We're in quarantine, we're all feeling isolated and alone, and the students are really excited that they have someone that they are actually familiar with in most cases to talk to. And the advisors are listening. The students really just want to talk. And so they're there for them. And they're really, and the advisors are operating remotely. And so we're juggling some of the similar things that our students are, right? We have an advisor who always opens up with, I'm so sorry, but I have an 18-month-old here. And she might chime into the conversation.
Right.
But this is part of our new norm.
Yeah.
And I will tell you, and what the advisors have expressed to me is that our students, they're the best, number one.
Yeah, I know.
But number
they're
2,
brilliant. They're awesome.
They are, and
I love them. I miss them.
I know, me too. And they're so grateful for
Yes.
this help, and they're so patient with us, even operating from our homes. And so I want to thank the students, first of all, for being that way and for being so adaptable in such a difficult time. So getting back to the advisement session.
Yep.
So what they can expect is that the advisor has all of the advisement tools that they would have in the office, and they're able to operate remotely. So we can look up your CUNY first. We will pull up your degree works. We can still have discussions about planning ahead. It's really important during this time. And that's what the advisors are able to do. They're able to triage any problems that the students have right now, but they are then able to plan ahead with the student and keep students on track.
So it sounds like we're talking about two different things. I saw one question come right across the transom here about whether or not other student resources are available. Let me just pause on that, and then we'll continue to focus on academic advisement. The food pantry is totally available, and you can make an appointment to go to the food pantry. We've got lots of food available. You make the appointment, student affairs at brooklyn.cuny.edu, okay? The food pantry is available. Peer tutoring is available. Psychological counseling is available. The health clinic is available. Computer devices are available on loans. And academic advisement. That's what Tracy runs. That is available 100% in remote, with remote conversations, with remote meetings, with remote personal dialogues between you and an academic advisor. Now, Tracy, you talked about academic momentum. You talked about planning for the future. We are uncertain about a lot in the future right now. One thing we do know is that Brooklyn College is going to continue remote classes this summer. We're going to be remote for the rest of the spring and remote through the summer. And let's turn for a moment and ask about, someone also says financial aid is also available through remote counseling. Okay, so let's talk about the summer session, okay? So when you're planning your academic progression as a student, what does the summer mean to you?
Wow. I mean, for our students, the summer is a time where typically they are looking at their academic year as a whole. Our students never miss an opportunity to make sure that they're working toward completing their degree. They are extremely diligent in making sure they are ticking off all the requirements that they need. And so we know that the summer is a wonderful opportunity to either get ahead, catch up, or just add to what they're already studying. I mean, it's a perfect time to even think about a double major, adding a minor, enriching their academic transcript. And the summer offers a wonderful opportunity for that.
So for students who are thinking about considering enrolling for the summer, but they're not sure. First of all, they're not sure they caught into this whole remote location thing anyway. Right? That's a struggle for the faculty. It's a struggle for the students. Some students, it's fantastic. It's ideal. It's exactly what they wanted. Unfortunately, those students tend to be in the minority, right? For most students, it is a transition, and it's a big transition. And so they're trying to figure out, why would I want to go over the summer?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at your whole picture, when we break it down semester by semester, there's so many reasons, and they're really individualized to each student as to why summer is a good idea. The advisors in your half-an-hour session, they're able to discuss all of those things with you, with a student. But I just encourage students that maybe who would have otherwise not seen summer as something that was on their radar, while we are here, while we are at home, let's take advantage of this opportunity, right? Just like we're saying, like, we just have to keep going. I think that, you know, in times like this, we settle into sort of the uncertainty and the fear, but then we climb out of that comfort zone. And what the advisors are seeing is that we're entering a period of growth. The students are talking. They're talking about, moving forward. And summer is the best time to do that.
Right. So all of the classes are going to be remote learning over the summer. Chances are we are still going to be in quarantine over the summer as a society here in New York City, here in Brooklyn. Chances are that we're not going to have much opportunity to do things that you might otherwise do in the summer, to get a summer job, to go and do things outside of the house, right? So in some sense, summer provides an opportunity. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep going with the academic work, right? Because if we're in quarantine, or if we're still in a tentative situation in terms of the larger safety of the society, sticking toward academic progress, you are not wasting any of the time, right? If you can do it. And as you say, it's going to be individual. It's going to be individual for the students. They should talk to an academic advisor. But if they can do it, they can make a lot of progress toward their degree. When this pandemic is over, you want to be closer to your degree, not further away. right?
That's right.
Tell me about financial aid over the summer, because that's gonna vary by student, or are there blanket things you can say?
It will vary by student, but well, there are some things that we can talk about. Is that some students are eligible for Pell in the summer, and this is a wonderful opportunity to take advantage of that. And so the financial aid advisors are incredible. They are working remotely alongside of us. They're one of our biggest student success partners. And this is all a package, right? We have to make sure that when students are considering these options of summer courses, they can know within one session if they are going to be eligible. So they just have to reach out to their financial aid counselor. And every student on our campus is assigned a particular financial aid counselor, and they can reach out to that counselor and get that advisement.
So some students are asking about the computer device that we are loaning to students who do not have computer devices at home. I just want to underscore that if you have a computer device and it is on loan from the college through the spring semester, you can continue that through the summer semester. Okay? You can continue to use that device for as long as you need to get through your college time, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I think that's important, because I think people think, well, if I don't have access to the campus, I can't do it. And it's like, you can. We want to try to provide you the support to make that happen. Okay?
Yeah. And
go ahead.
Michelle, I just want to say too, I think sometimes students think that the campus shuts down in the summer. We don't. We're here, and we will be here all summer. So the students know that when they're in these summer sessions, and I just want to point out, summer session 1 starts June 1. And that will be here before we know it, right? And registration is ongoing. So students who I know right now, sometimes it's difficult to think about, they're trying to just get through their courses that they're dealing with now. Yeah. But if they, and I understand that, but if they can devote a half an hour of their time, which might be a good escape from what they're doing, and meet with an academic advisor, we really can talk that out and make a plan for summer.
Can you tell us again how to contact academic advising, Tracy?
Sure. The easiest way is to email us. It's caass@brooklyn.cuny.edu.
And you can set up a half-hour appointment with Tracy herself, or one of the many extraordinarily wise advisors working for Tracy to help you work through what your classes could be this summer, and how to plan for your academic momentum and continued success. So, Tracy, we have a lot of questions here. Sure. I'm going to see if I can look at some of the questions. What? No, hold on. That just flipped my screen. Let's see if I can flip my screen back. Hi, everyone. That's the other side of the office. Let's see. How the heck do I get to the questions? Here are the questions. Still doing loans for the summer. That is a question of financial aid, and you should touch base with your financial aid advisor. You can also do that through online or calling them. My professor wants me to go out and buy a printer to print my exam. Oh, no. Nope. We're going to have to, what I'd love you to do is to send me an email, whoever this person is. I'm sorry, I can't see who the person is. But if the professor's demanding things that are unsafe, leaving the house, going to another house to get something printed, let us know. In general, the person to call for faculty things is the provost. That's Ann Lopes. Ann, period, Lopes. And she can help with faculty matters. Let's see. For graduating seniors, are there any special help or considerations being made? Well, this is a really good question, Tracy, because it raises a lot of the issues that you and I have talked about competing demands on people's times. So the question of incompletes, whether or not a student should take an incomplete or withdraw, or credit, no credit. Can you talk first of all about the credit, no credit option this semester? Sure. I think it's important, particularly for graduating seniors, folks. Go ahead.
It's so important. It's a wonderful opportunity and a great policy and option for students. So through the credit, no credit option, if a student, this is an option that a student would elect after a grade has been awarded. I think that's a lot of the confusion we've been hearing from students is that.
Right, so let's slow down for a moment. People are thinking that right now they need to decide if they're going to operate credit, no credit. They do not.
No.
Wait till your grade comes out. And you've got 20 days, right, to decide at that point whether or not you want to go credit, no credit. Keep explaining. Keep explaining.
Yes. So what you would do is, and what we're telling students is that keep going. Keep going. And although we know it's tough, keep going. Wait till you see your grade. Once you see your grade, you then can make a decision. If you would like to opt for the credit, CR, which means that you would have achieved a D- or higher, and that you would elect to change that grade to a CR. Remember, that grade will still count. It will give you course credit, number one. Number two, it will be applicable to your degree. It will be applicable to your major. I know that some students are very concerned because there are minimum requirements of grades for some courses, and they don't have to worry with this. Not a worry.
Yep.
Just opt for that.
It also does not affect your GPA.
It does not.
If you do credit, no credit, it doesn't affect your GPA.
No. Yeah. And so the beauty of this is that even if you push through to the end, right? And we want everyone to be successful. But
push through to the end, keep it up.
Yes.
Folks. We got like what, 4 more weeks? We can do it.
We can do it. We can do it. It's this grit that we all have, right? That our Brooklyn College students have. I know it's deep inside there, and sometimes it feels like it's hard to reach, but I know they can. And so if we can get through to the end, then the student can make a decision on that grade. And if for any reason they are unsuccessful or they fail a course, they can opt for an NC. This course, this grade has no bearing on your GPA.
Right.
So you won't receive credit for the course, but it will not negatively impact your GPA. And that's what I really want students to understand. So at this point, when students are coming to us and they're saying, do you think I should withdraw? I'm considering withdrawing.
Yep.
No, keep going. You can do this.
Right. So I've had people email me and say, I have a really high GPA and I'm worried because I have 3 small children at home and I cannot complete my work in the way that I normally do. And I tell them, proceed, keep doing it. Get through it. If you manage to pull an A, boom. If you don't manage to pull an A and you don't want to bring your GPA down, go credit, no credit. It won't even touch your GPA, okay?
Nope.
Do people understand that? Because that's really important, okay? So the credit, no credit policy is a special policy for the spring semester. And it's one that I think is super helpful for students.
Yes.
And it is a policy that says basically, hang in there. Can you hang in there?
Yeah.
Because if you can make it through and hang in there, you will end up being so much better off. Okay?
Yes.
Those courses that you can scrape by with, you can have them successfully count and proceed toward graduation, right? And for the summer, it's another opportunity. So some people are saying, how do I register for summer courses? Can you talk about that?
Sure. So summer courses, the registration is ongoing. So
wait. We just got a question. Hold on. This is crazy. It says my professor keeps pressuring students to drop the class. No. Email me, okay? BC president at brooklyn.cuny.edu. Email me this problem, okay? No. Professors should be encouraging students to move forward. Now, we don't want to harp on the negatives. We don't want to harp on the negatives because the negatives are rare, but they're obnoxious, okay? Let's focus on the fact that huge number of faculty are going out of their way to support the students, to love the students, to give them the flexibility they need to make it through the semester. Okay, I'm sorry I cut you off because I saw foolishness in the feed. You go ahead.
That's
okay.
Tracy. One other thing I was just seeing pass through on the comments is that Students want the policy posted for credit, no credit, and it is posted.
It is.
So they just go right to our COVID page, and if you want us to help interpret that for you, that's what advisors are here to do also. So just know that that is posted.
It's posted both at the CUNY website and at the Brooklyn College website, because it's a policy that applies across CUNY. So check it out. You want to go to CUNY grad school? This policy will not harm you at all, because the CUNY graduate school is also adhering to this policy, where the CUNY Graduate Center also knows that this is a policy across the board. Okay?
Yeah.
So go ahead.
One of the other things I saw pop up was the students were asking, where would they do this? Where would they elect for this credit, no credit? And I want students to know that this will be done after their grades are in, and they have 20 days after their grades are posted. It will be built into the CUNY First system, where students log in and they make this election themselves. And when we have those step-by-step instructions, we will be sure to post them.
Yeah. Someone asks, how do you know which to choose, credit or no credit? Hey, folks, if you get anything between a D and an A, you can't opt for credit, CR. If you get an F, you can opt for no credit, NC. Okay? And what that does is, if you get a lower grade, you get a lower letter grade than you have most of your GPA, and you want to protect your GPA, you can opt for CR, credit, and it won't affect your GPA. Right?
Yeah. Just the example of, if a student right now is operating, and let's say they have a 3.0, and they, you know, this semester they're juggling 15 credits, and they decide they want to opt for NCs, for CRs for all of their courses, their GPA will remain a 3.0.
That's right.
And no negative impact.
None. And people ask, does this apply to prerequisite courses? Yes, it does. Does this apply to courses in the major? Yes, it does. Does this apply to Pathways core courses? Yes, it does. Does it apply to every single thing this semester? Yes, it does.
It does.
Okay. One person says, my professor told me I have to drop because I missed 2 labs due to illness. No. No. You could, Tracy, talk about that, because there's an incomplete option. There's a couple options. Okay.
Yeah, sure. You can discuss with your professors the option of incomplete. So an incomplete means that it's an agreed upon grade, in a sense, between you and the professor, where when it comes time to submit the grades, the professor will submit an INC, indicating the course is incomplete. You will have until the following semester. The deadlines will be published, and they probably will be moved back a little bit, I think. Don't quote me on that. And you will have time to clear up that incomplete, to complete that work. And when you do, and you submit that work to your professor, they will submit a grade change. And that grade will go from incomplete to A, or incomplete to whatever grade that you earn. And it'll be wonderful. You'll have some extra time to complete that work. So please discuss that option with your professor.
Yes. And I believe that the credit, no credit policy also applies to graduate classes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Tracy, do you know for sure? Yeah, I think it's all classes. Let's you and I check. Okay, you guys know that I'm the one that's sending you all of these daily emails or daily messages. So what we're going to do is the questions that are posed that come up frequently that I don't have immediate answers to, or that Tracy and I don't tackle, I will try to put them in either today's message or tomorrow's message, okay? Yeah. So that we can make sure that we're attending to the things that you are most concerned about. People asked about whether or not fall classes are going to be remote or in person. And here's what we know. There's a tremendous amount of uncertainty related to this pandemic. We don't know if tomorrow there will be a vaccine found or a cure. But what we do know is that even if we're lucky enough to have that happen, it's going to be a very long arc before something like that comes to full market, that is widely available in all likelihood. We don't know if we're not going to get a vaccine or widespread testing or a cure for a very long time or a very short time. We don't know. So what we're trying to do is plan. And that's our job. It is our job in the leadership of the college and it's your job in academic affairs and academic advising, Tracy. It's our job together as a community to plan for all the eventualities. So we have already made a decision to go fully remote through the summer. The truth is, we are not going back to campus until it is safe. We are not going back to campus until it is safe. And we don't know when that's going to be, but your safety has to be our highest priority. And so that's what we're gonna focus on. All right. So people ask whether or not this semester is pass fail. The answer is that you can opt to take a grade, or you can go to the credit no credit, which is the same as pass fail. The credit no credit option, and you'll have time after grades are turned in to make that decision. Okay. So if you think you can eke by, do it, and you can get a credit no credit. You can do that.
Yes.
Someone says they missed the beautiful campus and the pond and the library.
Me too.
I miss that music in the middle of the day, and sometimes at the end of the day. You know, they play like music from my childhood. You know, like just all kinds of pop hits that no one listens to anymore. But you know,
but we identify them right away when they start playing. It's amazing.
and it goes quiet. The campus goes quiet. People are sitting on the lawn on a day like today. It's sunny outside.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Oh, okay. We'll
get back there.
We will, but not until it's safe. So we have to prepare to remain remote until it is. People asked if the credit no credit policy applies for the summer semester or the fall semester. And the answer is we don't know. That's a decision made at the CUNY Board of Trustees, but the Board of Trustees has granted the authority to the chancellor to decide whether or not the summer session is going to be credit no credit as well. And as soon as that is decided, we will let you know. You know, the good thing about having these daily messages is whatever changes, and a lot does, whatever changes we can post to you and let you know as soon as it changes.
I see, Michelle, there are a lot of students mentioning also about, will my classes be dropped? They're worrying about tuition bills, etc.
Yeah.
And I just want students to know that we are working on every level to make sure that whatever we can prevent and help you with, we will. So
we're trying to be super flexible.
Yes. So
super
please.
Flexible.
Reach out if you need assistance, or you want, or if that is really sort of that fear or hesitation is contributing to the hesitation, please don't let it. So get the real answers you need, make your educated decision, and we can help you with that as well. If you feel like there's too many people for you to run around to, just email Cass and we will get you to the right person. Don't feel so overwhelmed. Just email one person and we will get you to the right person.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to think about it. You know, if I were a student, I'd be thinking, oh my God, you know, I've got childcare, I've got care for elderly parents, I've got to figure out this technology piece, I'm not sure I have enough time. There would be and that is all beside the fact that many people are dealing with personal tragedy in their lives, either sickness or death in their own families and among their loved ones, right?
Right.
And I would be a little overwhelmed. I wouldn't know. I would be worrying about financial aid. I wouldn't know how to call them. Just talk to Cass, right?
Yes.
The Center for Academic Advisement and Student Success, CAASS, at brooklyn.cuny.edu. Just email or give them a phone call, and you can talk to somebody who can talk you through this, devote a half hour of their time to you, and get you to the next step. Okay. It is overwhelming, says somebody. And I hear it is. We are trying to work with people, trying to help be flexible on our deadlines, give students a wide berth of comfort that despite the fact there's a lot we cannot control, there are some things we can. And where we can control it, we want to provide you with the opportunity to succeed, you know, the maximum extent possible.
Absolutely. And just remember that although we're not physically there, just know that all of the areas that are supporting student success and momentum, we are all talking. We are utilizing teams every single day. We have a group with over 70 people on campus that are there, so that when we have a student, that we can just tag a member of the team, like we would call them or email them, and they're getting back to us right away. So everyone is on the same page. We're all sharing the same information. And we are here to answer a multitude of questions. So don't feel that, oh, well, I don't think that this is quite an advisement question. Don't hesitate. Just ask, and we will get you the right information that you need, because every one of our team is working really hard to make sure that we stay connected for you. And that's what we want to do. This is our mission. This is important to us. And we want to see as many of you enrolled in summer as possible. So please don't hesitate to reach out to us.
If you text, or I'm sorry, if you email CAASS@brooklyn.cuny.edu, you will get an individual advisor. Someone asked, how do I see an individual advisor? It's like, email them, they will get back to you.
Yes.
Tracy runs a team of people who will get back to you, and we'll set up an individual appointment, okay? So we want to help you individually. We want you to succeed. We want to see what we can do to be flexible and accommodating to these extraordinary circumstances. Now, a lot of people are asking about labs. Labs are a challenge, and everyone who is asking about labs knows that they're a challenge. Here's the thing. We're trying to work with folks in the biology department and the chemistry department and in other places to come up with some solutions for online or remote lab experiences. We haven't figured all of that out, but we are trying to get creative, and I will look into that. And it might not be in today's email message to you all, but it will be this week that I will try to get back to you with more information about the labs. I hear that many of you want to know about what happens with lab classes. It's a legitimate question. I will look into it and try to get back to you, okay? The other question that is coming up is, how do I get information about summer classes? If you go to the, just to the main Brooklyn College website, on the front page, it says, stay home, keep going, right? That's our theme. Chances are we're all going to be staying home this summer. It's not going to be fun, but we will keep up our academic momentum, right?
Yes,
we'll continue to do what we need to do to get the classes we need to succeed and to graduate. On the other side of this pandemic, okay, let's all imagine for a moment being on the other side of this pandemic. Wouldn't you want to be further along in your coursework?
Absolutely.
Wouldn't you want to be further along, having completed the courses that you need to graduate? Let's use the summer to enhance that momentum. What do you think, Tracy?
I agree. And I think that, you know, our message to students is take 15 credits a semester. So now students can look at this another way. They could say, well, we're planning for 15 in the summer, but let's take some of that burden off of myself in the fall, you know, and take the 3 credits or 6 credits in the summer. And then you don't have as much pressure on yourself in the fall semester. For some students, they get it done in the summer and that's their plan. They think they're only going to take 12 and then they end up adding another course because they feel that momentum. It feels really good to be ticking off those green little checks in DegreeWorks. And for students who use that system every day, they know it's really satisfying and it keeps you going. So just remember that summer is a wonderful time. And like the president said, you know, if we're going to be inside, let's take advantage of this opportunity.
And Tracy, I'm sorry to interrupt you. But you called me president, and just call me Michelle. No, it's all good. But tell me, how do I decide what classes to take in the summer? Because a number of students are like, look, my major doesn't offer. Someone in TV radio said, my major doesn't offer courses. I understand that. So what courses should people be looking at taking over the summer? Can you talk about that?
Sure. I mean, there are a ton of options. So there can be courses that are gen ed, that pathways courses. A lot of the majors also have a lot of room for elective. And this is the perfect opportunity to do that. So, and even for some of our new students who want to get ahead and maybe advance to a higher math level, perfect time to do that. So continuing students have a lot of options, and the advisors can tell them exactly. They can look at what they need and then look exactly what the summer course offerings are and give them a list to look through. And I just want to point out too, just so that the students know, I know they have a lot to manage right now, is that when you meet with an academic advisor in CAS, immediately after your session, you are emailed a copy of that e-note. And that gives you a list of everything that was discussed in that session. So you'll always have that email to refer back to. And the other great thing about that e-note is that that will allow you to email that advisor directly. So that establishes a direct communication of email between you and the advisor. So don't ever hesitate to do that as well.
I don't know when I press on I'm sorry, this is my second time using this technology. Everybody's got to bear with me. When I press on a question, does it scroll across your screen too, Tracy?
It does, yes.
All right, so I've blocked your face like twice here. But with the same basic question that I wanted to just touch base on, because sometimes these dialogues with a particular person, last time we were with Carrie Sadovnik, today we're with Tracy Newton, sometimes they veer off into kind of generalized questions. So one question that's generalized that keeps coming back is what happens with the student activities fee refund?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The student activities fee refund is going to be processed. Actually, Tracy, you don't know the answer to that. Actually, do you?
I do.
Oh,
I do.
Tracy knows the answer to this question. That's why we asked her here. Go ahead,
so,
Tracy.
CUNY is processing these within 1 to 2 weeks. So between now and 2 weeks, they should all be processed.
Yeah.
The refunds, yeah.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Let's see if there are any other generic questions like that. I'm going to go to this little thing.
Someone else asked if there's academic support. Yes, the Learning Center has tutoring online. So if you go right to the Learning Center's website, you can schedule, they have their schedule up when there are Zoom sessions. You can schedule an appointment with a BC writing tutor. All of that is still available, free and remote. Wonderful set of academic support there for you.
Someone who must have just joined us asked if you can take summer classes. Yes, you can take summer classes. We're encouraging folks to take summer classes. Keep the momentum going, okay? Yeah. We're probably going to be in quarantine this summer.
Yeah.
Why not keep your academic momentum going so that when we're on the other side of this pandemic, we can say, Tracy, what'd you do during the pandemic? It was really hard. And you can say, well, you know, I did this, I did this, I did this. I might have lost someone in my family. I might have really struggled because I had more work to do, taking care of kids at home. But you know what I did for myself? I got more academic credits. And I am closer to my degree. I am closer to my degree completion than I would have been otherwise.
And a lot of students they add minors. You know, a minor is 12 credits. So sometimes students come to us and we see that they have 6 credits of that minor already completed. And if they take the 6 credits in the summer, they can add that minor to their record and declare it. Some students have majors that have smaller amount of major credits, lots of room for elective. An advisor might suggest completing another major. The student, you know, it's sort of, you know, a big piece of a puzzle, right? We just have to get to that 120 credits. And so the advisor can decide and take a look for you and see where that pie can be cut up to maybe utilize a minor or declare another major, or just take something that you really are interested in that hasn't been part of your degree that you want to learn more about. Yeah. I mean, this is the time to do that sort of exploration. Yeah. So one person keeps talking about, Linda Flame, keeps talking about what looks like that from my, says that they are unable to complete course assignments because they don't have Wi-Fi. Tracy, do you get this question as well when you're doing that? And do you have an answer for Linda Flame? Sure, we do. We get that question a lot. And so if Linda, you can email CAS directly and we'll send you all of the information on what the community partners are doing to assist students with getting access to Wi-Fi. Good. So we have some options for students who are struggling along those lines to get broadband or Wi-Fi access, to get computer devices. You can get those. If you go to the homepage, actually, if you need a computer device, you don't have one at home, you can email device request
no dot between, no space between, just device request at brooklyn.cuny.edu, and we'll try to get something to you as rapidly as we can. Is there anything else that you want to talk about, Tracy, before we close this Instagram live session?
I think one of the things that I do that keeps popping up is like, does financial aid cover summer?
Yeah.
And it very well may. And so I want students to make sure that they reach out to their financial aid advisor. And if you don't know how, again, email us, CAASS, and we will connect you with that person. And they are able to definitively tell you, yes, no, or this is another option for you. We have a payment plan. You can take a loan. There are so many options for students to finance their summer education. So that keeps scrolling up. So I want to make sure I made it. Yeah,
I saw that scroll up a bunch of times too.
Yeah.
You know, the thing that I want to say as we're closing this session is that it's not going to be the only one. We'll come back.
Sure.
If you do not have an advisor, like someone's asking right now, wait, what if I don't have an advisor? Look, everybody. Email Cass, CAASS, brooklyn.cuny.edu. Okay?
Yeah.
And that will set you up with someone that Tracy manages, all of these wonderful individual advisors who want to sit and talk with you about the challenges you're having, want to direct you to the resources on campus that are available for you. They are, listen, the Center for Academic Advisement and Student Success. Don't forget the SS. The Center for Academic Advisement and Student Success. They want to set you up with all of the student success resources that we have on campus. And there are a lot of them.
A lot.
All of those resources are available in a remote format unless they're available on campus. And the only thing that I can think of that's available on campus is a food pantry. And we have that available for you. Okay? So CAASS at brooklyn.cuny.edu. They're waiting for you. We miss you. We miss you. I miss you. I miss you.
Yes. I miss you too.
I miss all of the students, the faculty, the staff. I miss everybody. I really appreciate the community. And I appreciate you being here for this talk. We'll try to get all of your questions answered through some of these daily messages that I send out. Best wishes to all of you. Take very good care. Stay safe. Stay home. Keep your hands away from your face. Wash your hands. Wear a mask when you go out. Stay at home. Be safe. Exercise. Eat well. All that kind of good love. Okay?
Be well.
Take care, everybody.
Be well, everyone. Bye.
Bye-bye.